What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap video, and the first clip that I want to show you guys is something that might pull at your heartstrings just a little bit, but 2 years ago today, Dee Gordon did this.
Gordon to right, it's deep, and it's gone!
So last year, I was really big on reading headlines from Yahoo. I don't know why, I just don't do it anymore. But I remember the first thing that I saw was breaking news. Marlins pitcher Jose Fernandez dies. And it was one of those things where I just kind of sat there and I couldn't comprehend what happened. The reason why I didn't talk about Jose Fernandez yesterday is because, he did have drugs in his system, and as a baseball player, I have nothing but respect for him. He was one of the best pitchers that I've ever seen in my lifetime, but I didn't want to bring him up because there's so much stuff about him that it just wasn't worth it to me, in my opinion. But today is the 2-year anniversary of Dee Gordon hitting a home run the day after Jose Fernandez passed away, so I thought that was a little bit more baseball related, so that's why I chose to wait until today. So I promise you guys I wasn't trying to be a jerk by forgetting to bring up Jose Fernandez, but I thought today was a little bit more suitable.
Swing and a miss! Number 300 for Max Scherzer. The ball goes to the dugout as they throw a different ball around the infield.
Alright guys, so we started off the video on kind of a weird note. So what we're going to do to lighten the mood is we're going to go ahead and bring up Max Scherzer. So this guy is one of the best pitchers that this game has seen in the last 20 years. And the crazy part about Max Scherzer is, just like Randy Johnson, he did not start off his career too well. So he started off with like a 4 ERA, then a 3 ERA, then a 4 ERA, and now he is the game's best pitcher, in my opinion. Yes, you can say that Jacob deGrom is having a better year, but if you put Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer on a pedestal right now and you're going to say who has been the best pitcher the last couple of years, Max Scherzer is going to take the cake every time. He is one of 18 pitchers in Major League Baseball history to have 300 or more strikeouts in a single season. And when I say or more, he has one more start to the season, so he could even get to 310 or something crazy like that. So guys, I have to ask you a question. Does this make it any harder to not give the Cy Young Award to Jacob deGrom, or is it still his award to lose? Alright, so another debate that we have in the National League. So we have the Cy Young Award that's kind of up in the air. Also up in the air, but it might have closed yesterday, is the NL MVP Award. So it's between Javier Baez, Matt Carpenter, or a man named Christian Yelich. And yesterday, yeah, I think he kind of closed the door. Watch this.
Yelich hits lefties well, and he is launching one deep to center field. Bader going back at the wall. This one is up, and it is gone! Christian Yelich with a 3-run home run for the MVP of the National League.
Yeah, no kidding.
With that swing of the at-bat, I think that Christian Yelich won the NL MVP. So on the year, he has a .321 batting average. He has 33 home runs. He just passed the 100 RBI mark. He has a good amount of stolen bases. He does it with the glove. He does it with the arm. Christian Yelich is the single reason why the Brewers are about to make the playoffs this year. So I got to give my pick to Mr. Yelich. And that's saying a lot, because just a month ago, I was on the Javier Baez bandwagon when no one else was. Everyone said, no, Matt Carpenter's going to win. Javier Baez, what do you mean you're so stupid? Lorenzo Cain deserves it more than Yelich. So I promise you guys, I am a huge Javier Baez fan. I think he's up there in my top 10 favorite players in the entire league, and that's saying something. I'm an Indians fan. He's on the Cubs. I shouldn't like the Cubs. So Javier Baez is probably going to be second, but again, guys, up to you. Who do you think is going to win the NL MVP? I need you guys to prepare for this, okay? This was almost a very scary side, okay? Fasten your seatbelts. You might have to look away. Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees yesterday almost killed a man.
Right back to Faria. How did he catch that? Wow.
Could you imagine being a starting pitcher? Like, it's already scary enough that you have to go against Aaron Judge. He's 6'7", his arms are as big as your calves. I mean, it's the craziest thing that you've ever seen, and he hits a comebacker at you at 110, it was 109, but I'm gonna round up because it sounds cooler, 110 mile an hour comebacker right at your face, and you have to go, and catch it. That's crazy. I just want to give that guy some props. I think his name was Jacob Faria, so Jacob Faria, I'm glad that you're alive still.
High fly ball. Deep left field, going back, Pham on the track, at the wall, see ya! A 3-run home run for Sanchez, and the Yankees lead 7-0.
Another thing that happened yesterday is Gary Sanchez was actually able to hit a home run, and that shouldn't be a crazy thing, but he's been in a slump pretty much throughout the entire year. And the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because Didi Gregorius is not in the lineup. Aaron Hicks is not in the lineup. So if you get Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Gary Sanchez and then you factor in Luke Voit and Andrew McCutchen. If they get all going at the right time, the Yankees, if they get Hicks and Gregorius back, dude, that lineup is filthy. I just can't even believe it that's an actual lineup. So when I went to college in Reno a couple years ago, all of my friends were San Francisco Giants fans. My friend Blake, my best friend Josh, they're all massive Giants fans. And I was in a Reno bar when the Giants won their 3rd World Series in 5 years, and the place went nuts. So the Giants, they've had a really good run at baseball, but the last couple years has not been so great. They just fired their general manager. So not Bruce Bochy, their general manager, the guy that makes all the picks. And yesterday, Madison Bumgarner, in a season that has been kind of lost, yesterday he provided a pretty special moment. And yeah, just watch this, because seeing Hunter Pence go crazy and Madison Bumgarner coming away with the walk-off, it's just a beautiful thing to behold. And I hope the Giants are good next year, because when the Giants are good at baseball, baseball's better.
On the ground, and this game is over. He is.
He earned it.
Funny. It's going to be a base hit. And there it goes. Ball game.
All right, so speaking of walk-offs, yesterday Eduardo Escobar of the Arizona Diamondbacks, remember, he was traded from the Minnesota Twins over to the Arizona Diamondbacks because the Diamondbacks, they were trying to go for a playoff spot. Unfortunately, they kind of choked away the lead. I think, as much as I love Paul Goldschmidt has, I think, 1 RBI in the last 2 weeks, so I'm not blaming him or that he's choking, but Paul Goldschmidt definitely did not deliver in the clutch. But yesterday, Escobar was able to come in huge with this walk-off home run against the Dodgers of all teams, and we'll talk about that in just a second of why that's important. We saw Eduardo Escobar yank that pitch down the right field line to give his Diamondbacks the win. Now, the reason why I say it's important is because it came against the Dodgers, so they are 1.5 games up, or 1 game up of the Colorado Rockies. And the Rockies, they're playing yesterday as well. So we're going to take a look at some highlights and see if the Rockies were able to, cut into the lead just a little bit. So roll the tapes.
This is in the air to pretty deep left field. Cousins going back, and it is gone again. Entire unit. 1-2, ball game over. And the Rockies with another overwhelming win against the Phillies. 10-1 last night, 10-3 tonight.
Colorado Rockies won 10-3 against the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are a good baseball team, so that is a big-time win. And now the Rockies are within 1 game. I'm pretty sure it's down to a half game. We'll go over the standings in just a second. But man, the NL West is going to be so exciting. The postseason is almost here, guys. Ooh, it's almost flannel weather. Pumpkins are almost here. It is my favorite time of 2018, and I'm just so excited to keep on bringing the news, guys. So don't you dare go anywhere. We have so much to talk about. What's the next story? Oh yeah, I got one comment yesterday saying, why does Fuzzy always look down to the left? So I have an MLB recap script. So if I look over this way, I'm not looking at someone or an editor. It's just my script of what's next. All right, so the next couple clips that I'm going to show, I'm not going to go too in-depth with them. The first one being Alex Bregman of the Houston Astros is starting to heat up yet again, and this is perfect timing because the postseason is about to start. It's perfect timing for you Astros fans, but not perfect timing for me because the Indians, we're about to face off against the Astros. So Alex Bregman, if you could, man, just don't heat up.
That ball's driven to left field, going back. Smith looking up. Good! Alex Bregman hits his 31st home run of the year. And the Astros jump in front 2-0.
Joey Gallo hits this one high in the air out to center field. And that is a soaring fly ball. Deep to center and gone! Way up on that green hill in center field. And Gallo has hit his 40th home run of the year.
The Texas Rangers have not been a great baseball team in 2018, but they had a couple cool moments. I think Adrian Beltre had a couple cool moments. Did he get 3,000 hits this year or was it last year? I think it was this year, but I'm not too sure. But another cool moment was Joey Gallo hit his 40th home run for the 2nd consecutive season, which is pretty cool for me considering I used to play against Joey Gallo. I actually gave up a home run to him when I was a freshman in high school. So Joey Gallo is coming in huge. He's kind of like the modern day Adam Dunn. So if he can continue to rake, he's probably going to get a big time contract. So what do you guys think of Joey Gallo? Do you think he's worth it, or do you think he should be sent back down to work on his mechanics, because the dude is hitting 210 right now, and that's not good. That's not that great. And guys, the last story up today before we deep dive into the standings and kind of project what's going to happen the next week, the Cardinals actually lost against the Brewers yesterday. As you guys saw, Christian Yelich went off. Matt Carpenter, a potential MVP candidate, he was ejected from the game. So the Cardinals, with that loss, they are no longer in playoff contention, but they're only a half game out. Again, we'll talk about that in just a second. So you Cardinals fans out there, if you're feeling a little bit suspicious about your chances, just take a look at your captain, Matt Carpenter, because he had some wise words to say. So just roll it.
we're backed ourselves into a corner, but we haven't lost confidence in this group. I've got full confidence of this group. We've fought way too hard and way too long to get put into a situation like this that we're not going to give up. We're going to find a way, and that's the end of it.
Matt Carpenter is willing to put the team on his back, and I am willing to bet that he will. So let's quickly dive into the standings real quick. So we already know that the Red Sox, the Indians, and the Astros have all clinched their divisions. In the wild card, it's the Yankees and the Athletics in the American League. In the National League, the Braves have clinched the NL East. In the Central, the Brewers are now a half game back of the Cubs. That's going to be crazy. I did not realize it was that close. In the NL West, the Rockies are a half game back of the Dodgers. Holy smokes. And then in the wild card, the Brewers are up by 3.5 games for the home field advantage. The Rockies are in second place, and then the Cardinals are a half game back for the wild card spot. So guys, remember, if you are a Cardinals fan, listen to Matt Carpenter, believe in your team, because you guys are only half game back of overtaking the Rockies. So guys, there's so much to talk about. I cannot wait to see how this postseason picture looks in about a week from now. So guys, if you do enjoy baseball, if you guys are excited as well, make sure you guys slap a like on this video. Let's see if we can get like 500 likes on this video. That would be awesome. And guys, subscribe if you want to see more baseball content. We are getting so close to postseason baseball. I might actually take a trip to Fenway Park to see an Indians game if the Indians actually make the the ALDS or ALCS, whoever makes it, I'm not sure. But if there's some postseason baseball that involves the Indians, I might have to go take a trip. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you guys tomorrow for 2 videos because I did something pretty crazy yesterday on MLB The Show 18. So I'll be uploading a debut video of an Immortal. So guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out.